happy to join with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation. Years ago, a great American in whose symbolic shadow we stand today.
We forget about the time when we had pride, when we weren't so caught up in all these lies. Do we forget about sweet potato pies, neck bones, old spiritual Negro songs like we should overcome one day? Did we forget about the fight for rights? Did we lose sight of the agenda? I'm not gonna sit here and pretend to be perfect. Every day I struggle not to be typical. Habits become rituals when you're not living in the spiritual. And no weed can lift me to the place where I need to be. It seems to me that we forget about the kids who raising kids, failing to remember how hard it is to climb like bridge. But once we did, never did we sit back to see who needed a hand. Together we stand and divided we fall, and it don't seem like we remember at all how our forefathers got mauled just to integrate malls, and we still don't know how to act. Even James Brown was proud to be black way back when he could have easily sold out. Is this the Lord that Bob Marley and the Wellers wailed about? See, it don't matter if you're from the North or the South, it's time to come together. Too many battles been fought for us to be like whatever. When I close my eyes, I see kings and queens for what it's worth. But when I open them, all I see is pain and hurt on the face of the angels on earth. So I put in work with paper and pen to bring awareness, even though sometimes it's grim. See, ain't nothing pretty about how they slaying our kids. So how I get the message? That's how I give. Really don't care who I offend. Name one person that hasn't sinned, cause I only knew one, and I'm waiting on him. Or did we forget?
But 100 years later, the Negro still is not free. 100 years later, the life of the Negro is still sadly crippled by the manacles of segregation and the chains of discrimination. 100 years later,